What's up, Master Builders, and welcome back to Ginty Bricks Worry. And today I'm going to be showing off the Troublesome trucks. I gotta be careful moving this around just in case they all misbehave. Yes, I will be showing off 10 Troublesome trucks, or I just say Troublesome trucks. They are pretty much either the same model, but just like just tweak, like these few around here. I think it's only the Slate Truck and the Hobber, the Ballast Hopper, are all different designs. Apart from that, like the China Clay truck just did, all the rest of the trucks are pretty much just same in design, just treated a bit differently. So first off, let's get all the random trucks out of the way. And first one will be the Slate Truck. Just to let you know, mostly every single truck will have this undercarriage on it. This is a design that I got from the instructions of Block Junction. And I will put the instruction down below. But yeah, the undercarriage will be pretty much a lever coming from there. Wheels, brake blocks and all that. Pretty much similar in design. The buffers are basically brackets. There will be some that you might see, like Scruffy, that does not got this type of undercarriage yet, but that's because I haven't redesigned him to have this undercarriage. It's like any that you see with this kind of undercarriage is pretty much 2023 onwards. Anything before that will have nothing underneath, and buffers will be going upwards, like brackets upwards instead of downwards, like these buffers. So anyway, let's carry on with the Slate Truck. Originally I did do a Slate Truck that was flame is yellow, but that was more because I did like the Farquhar mixed coloured group, but it seems a bit too bright. And then when I was looking up the Farquhar model railway layout, they do actually have Mavis pulling 2 red Slate Trucks. So I thought, well, let's get her with 2 dark red Slate Trucks then. So yeah, so I got 2 of these. I can't put every single truck onto this table, even though this is most likely it. It's just 2 of these, 4 of the China Clay trucks, and then apart from that, that's like most of the trucks I got. But yes, if you're curious, this truck design is based on Lion Bricks. Gosh, I actually missed that guy. I wish that guy can come back, to be honest. Yeah, he designed a truck. I think it was 6 studs wide, and I extended it to 8 studs wide. But yeah, he's pretty much got a truck that is like got pillars in the middle, basically, and then like sideward technique to just bring it in like this to make this kind of technique. Even though there's a better way to do Slate trucks, but I liked his truck and I want to incorporate it into my work. So Lion Bricks, highly doubt you're going to be watching this, but this is your inspiration. And the Slate are very much let me put the truck down. The Slate are pretty much, the front 3 are 2x2 tiles, make it look like slabs. And then every single one after that are pretty much jumpers. These are all jumpers. I think it's 120. Yeah, 120 jumpers are here, attached all the way up. Yeah, it's just like all to leave it into like it's been staggered like that. And at the end, there's a 1x6 at the bottom. And that goes nicely into the Slate Truck. as you can see, there are lots of brickwork, the ugly brickwork to go underneath it. So definitely need to hide this if you are going to use this type of technique, or unless you find a better way to hide it. I bet you can, but it's good enough height to put the slate trucks on the top. So look at that. Looks like you're pulling slate. And then let's go for the other one truck. And that is the ballast truck. This is the type of truck I was on about that was prior of 2023. Or might be 2024. When the buffers are upwards instead of downwards. And yeah, this was a technique that I used for quite a lot. I thought this was fine, but yeah, I'm using a new technique for future projects. But I thought I'd show you the buffers. And this one is a bit different because you've got a bit of cheese slope on the side to going outwards. So ballast can come out and actually go on the floor. Since there's a ballast hopper, it makes sense. You can just see that I use brackets to make that effect. It's quite a lovely effect. If I ever redesign this, and I am more likely willing to, I might see if I can do this part a bit more better. Because it is quite interesting to see a proper ballast wagon going along. And you might be wondering, why on earth have I done it in orange and brown? Well, you see, when I was checking out the actual what color scheme should I have it, it's should I have it all red or all black or all grey or something like that? I did not know what to do. But then, funny enough, it was one of those scenarios when I just saw that some of these pieces come in orange. It was one of these, the bottom part where they actually goes inwards a bit. Like that corner inverted piece. As soon as I find out that was orange, there was a piece in orange, I thought, yep, screw it, let's go for orange with a brown fin. I think I adjusted to see what kind of colour combo I can get away with. And yeah, I voted for a little brown rim to go on top. And that's why I nicknamed this Cherry Choc Ballast. A real good pun on cherry chocolate orange. See, I'm a bit clever. But the basic is very simple. It's just slopes going up, bricks on the side, just slope underneath to show off the actual ballast is going into the actual the scoopers. I want to say scoopers, but being spread across the line. I will definitely 100% will redo this one day. But at the moment though, I do like the concept and also the nickname Cherry Choc Orange. Oh no, Cherry Choc Ballast is the company that owns these wagons. Oh, and of course, as you can see, this is most of the trucks that you might see will have this kind of effect where this is from the Lego Batman movie Clayface Attack. Where Clayface has got this type of technique, and I liked it so much, I thought I'd use it to use for coal, ballast, and other stuff as well. So that it will will look like this for most of the trucks whenever I show upwards. Most of the orange supports will be just two bricks with a cheese slope on the top, and there is a tube, I do not know what you call this, to be honest, just there. I think maybe they might actually have a railing at the front, but I'm not sure if that's for all hoppers. Like I said, I will redesign this one day, but I'm not sure when. But yeah, I think that's as much as I can talk about the Cherry Choc Ballast. Now let's go for another unique truck. And yes, this is the China Clay truck. This is meant to be a face. This is a problem when you put a grey face onto a grey truck. You won't notice until you put eyes on it going, roo! yeah, this is a China clay truck. This is pretty much every single other truck that you're going to see now will pretty much have this kind of basis. Same kind of wheel looks, and and this is like the plank wagons. It's like either this is like the 4 or 5 plank wagons, and the rest would be like some of them will be 7 and 8 plank wagons. This one is a covered hood one to indicate that it's got a China clay inside it. I got 4 of these. So Boko's got a train to pull. Yes, Boko is the one pulling the China clay trucks. Yeah, so the colour scheme is basically just dark and blue, but I think the blue makes it outstanding. I think back in the day when I first was building the layout, I wanted the unique colours. So, and I didn't really want colours to be blended into other trucks, but then I was looking into wearing laundry trucks, and that's where some of the other trucks are now like going. So what I mean is like the flying kip is going to be brown trucks, coal trucks would be brown as well, but that's all changed lately. But yes, it's got blue top because I got loads of the blue slopes, and I did not know where to put them. So this is a good news if you've got loads and loads of blue tiles. These tiles white here actually are good to connect to the bottom. So that's how this works. I think most of the trucks are inverted a little bit, like the face is like inside. But this, to make sure this works, I have to make sure the truck's faces and the back are like a bit forwards, like properly adjust it to the front, so it can actually go over the line. And then, yeah, it's like you got dark grey, light grey, roofs, and the tiles on the top. I'm not taking this off. It's like, no way I'll say. I think I use studs on the side to collect upwards as well to connect the roof. But yeah, I think that's about enough for the China clay trucks. Oh, which one should I go for next? Scruffy. Why not? Here's Scruffy, everybody, the leader of the pack. You might see straight away, this one might be a very, very old design. This is what I mean by an old truck's design. This is how you know this is a Osbor wedge truck. Is because there's nothing underneath, no fancy work. Like, you'd be surprised how much some little diesels can go for a truck just by the undercarriage. So yeah, the undercarriage needs to have, well, he needs updated by the new undercarriage. Does he need updates for the rest of the body? Maybe the sides to make this look a bit more better. Apart from that though, he's absolutely alright. His face spans the whole 6 studs wide. As you can see here, he's still got some this going along. So even though you won't see it on the other side, but you still got this technique though. And yeah, the face just goes over it. But here's the interesting part. Is like, since I work in 8 studs wide and not 7 studs wide, this middle part is a pain in the backside. So how do I overcome this? Well, it's to have these black parts as these grill pieces, like these things that you use for doors. And they just comes out just enough to make this be in the middle, like have loads of jumper plates at the back as well and connect that to the back. So if you're building one of these type of trucks, you might, if you do it in 8 studs wide, then you might have to like put a ballast load on top. But most of my trucks are going to have ballast loads if it's Osbor. As you can see, there's a wood that actually got a mark on it. That might frustrate some people, but for me, He's a Scruffy engine, and he's going to be rotting away. So a mark like that does not matter to me. Maybe I need more like that and scatter over him. Oh, Scruffy, what do you like? But yeah, the colour scheme is pretty much based on his Railway series. Rusted frames with black painted. One day I need to get the actual naming on them. But that's when I do linings and naming and blah blah blah. But yeah, that's enough about Scruffy. So let's go to each one by one now. So we got this truck. This is pretty much the same size as the China clay truck. You can tell this is the older version. This is meant to be the Osbor project. Yeah, but instead of having these are light grey, these are dark grey. Like all this is dark grey. This is when I said about the face at the front of the China clay face. It's like this is the grey face, this one's white face. That will be light grey face soon when I do redesign it. And there's no ballast, there's no coal on top, but it will be literally identical to the next truck that I'm going to show you. But yes, and this is what I was on about with the China clay truck, is that this is indented a bit, so it gives it a little bit of effect. But for the China clay trucks, it really is outcented a bit. And of course, if you can just see the actual this part, this is the old grey, so it gives a little bit of effect when you actually notice that. But yeah, like I said, all these trucks are pretty much the same. Like this one here, this one's definitely a Farquhar truck because it's got the new wheel works on it, and this is all light grey. This is meant to represent the 7 and 8 plank trucks. This is pretty much what Scruffy's meant to look like if he's got proper undercarriage. Face like Scruffy, and you see the backside is like Scruffy. I think I accidentally messed that one up. That one's not meant to have straight like that. It's meant to be like this. Silly me. No, actually, maybe I am wrong. Maybe that should be all dots. Well, no, that might be explained a lot. But yes, and then you got the coal on top. This is what that truck is meant to have, this type of coal. I think I got the actual thingamajiggy. Yeah, so it's just like 2x2s and studs on top. This next truck is pretty much identical to that truck and Scruffy. This is a one for Osbor Wes. I think this is meant to be rickety. Dark blue. This is just normal blue, but with the black, it makes it look like purpley blue or dark blue. And then you got the front is the same, just blue with black outlining going around. This is meant to be a ballast truck as well, so that's meant to have ballast that you've seen in the hopper truck. Well, same design, but different colour from the coal that you've already seen. This one is the only truck that looks the same but will not have the same load as that one. And it is the Rainbow Truck from Timothy and the Rainbow Truck. Yeah, since I have got Timothy, I thought I might as well be funny and actually build a Rainbow Truck. So this is the most decorated of them all, aka I just put random bricks, random tiles on it to make it look pretty. Inside shall have the same thing, or maybe have like dumpsters, bags, and like scraps inside it. But then it's like, yeah, apart from that though, it will pretty much be the same. This is the grey face that all the trucks will have. And then we go on to a orange trucks. Since I like orange, I love orange. But there was a truck that is orange in the series. I think I was debating on what should it have. And yes, I thought why not have a cover over it. So it's orange truck version of Scruffy. You can tell this is a Osbor truck because it's actually got nothing underneath and the buffers are going up. That will change soon. But yes, this is a orange version of Scruffy. And basically the side are pretty much like the covered truck over there in the kind of clay truck. But the only difference is the top is a bit got a funky design at the moment. It's like I've been messing around of what looks kind of good on the top, making a U shape in the middle to indicate that there's nothing there. I didn't want something boring like the China clay truck does. I wanted something unique, so that's why I did a random U shape with the cheese wedges and all that. But yeah, apart from that though, it's just like, that's pretty much this truck. Last truck is a unique truck. Oh, when I see, there's go that orange truck. Come over. Sorry about that, everybody. And then, of course, this is the unique truck. This truck is, it looks like he's got a big giant afro, to be honest. The reason why I built this truck is because in the Ordinary model railway layout, there are like 5 normal trucks, no, 4 normal trucks, no, 2 normal trucks, and then 3 fans and 1 oil tanker. I do not got the oil tanker, but this is one of the fans. The other one is actually this grey truck that you saw early on. And this is truck number 2. This is a black truck version of, well, very much like Scruffy, that but 3 planks tall. So this is going to be like a 4 or 5 plank trucks. But it have the extra guardrail, so it seems like this guy really needs extra coal. So in order to do that, I have to do some complicated maths to join it to make sure it's got enough distance to distinction that it got, like you can just see just there, it's like 3 lines just to make it different enough to warrant the fact that it's got 3 layers. But it's got to be shortened enough that it won't go over torn, because I think it was just the same height as the fans. And yeah, with that, you've got to be short, so you've got to be complicated maths to make sure it's short enough, but also just enough to notice that there's a big gap. This took a long time to do the maths properly, so all this is filled up, and that's why it's all filled to the brim, because you do not see the inside of it. Trust me, it was a nightmare. I'm not ripping this apart. If I got a chance to do Lego instructions, I will, but that's a different question for a different day. Oh, but yeah, it was a pain in the ass. So yeah, pretty much all the other trucks will have this kind of coal. But yeah, it's pretty much the same, but just have a big ginormous extra coal barrier. The only problem with this is that it's a bit more extinction outside. So since it's 8 studs wide and the bodywork is pretty much 7.5 wide, it looks a bit odd if you notice that part, but from a distance I don't think you'd notice too much. And he's got one of the original laughing faces from one of the trucks that I did originally have. But apart from that though, that's pretty much every single truck that I own at the moment, or normal Troublesome trucks. In the future, you will see fans and also brake fans as well. But let me spin this one more time without any Troublesome trucks falling off. That's the problem. If you spin it too fast, they might actually have a chance to fall off. Yeah, it's like pretty much when you have different type of, like, same truck, different uses. Can you stop that? Jeez. Naughty. It's been playing with Bill and Ben so much, isn't it? Yes, it's just like you can have one same truck and different design or different purposes, or you can have one unique truck or have a few different unique trucks. But apart from that, though, I hope you guys enjoyed the show, enjoyed the video today, and I hope we see you again soon. Until then, though, cheerio!